Welcome everyone to The Bridge. This is your host, Christopher Miller. Hope that everyone's having an awesome week, an awesome day. I just want to hop on for a few minutes and just chat with you for a sec. Just to encourage you a little bit, but just to let you know at the same time that whatever story you got to tell, whatever events you've been through, whatever things you've been through in life, it's not about you. It's not about what you had to go through. But what you did go through was to help someone else, to help encourage someone else, to help build their life, to help show them what life is all about, to help them not give up, to help them keep going across when they felt like they wanted to throw in the towel. And I'm just here today just to chat with you for a few minutes. Just think about some of the things that you've been told in life that you felt like you wasn't going to be able to go through, that you couldn't accomplish, that you couldn't finish in your run, in your race. And people told you that you couldn't do it. People told you that just go ahead and stop. Just go ahead and just give it up because you're not going to accomplish anything. You're not going to amount to nothing. And you felt low. You felt like you couldn't make it. You felt like it wasn't good enough. But you had to keep going to get to that finish line and then possibly be able to tell someone the story that you went through the same things that they're possibly going through. And now you're here to encourage them and let them know that they can do it. That's why the story that you go through or the things that you go through in life is not about you. And you have to embrace the hand that you were dealt. You have to embrace the story that you've been given and go out and encourage someone else. Go out and help build somebody else up that almost threw in the towel, that almost gave up, that almost threw their whole life away. Based off of just because they didn't have enough information, because they didn't have enough understanding of what they were going through in life. And you was there to spark that fire that's in them and get it back going. Head them back in the right direction. Give them something to live for. Give them something to, to be encouraged. Also, not only just give them something to live for, but give them something to go forward and give somebody else something to live for. It's just like a revolving door, the gift that keeps on giving. Someone give it to you, and now you can return the favor and give it to someone else that needs you in their time of need. So when you're going through hard times in life, don't just give up. Don't sit there and say, well, I can't go through it. Why is me? And what am I going through this for? Just like I said, it's not about you. It's for someone else, just to help encourage and help build someone else up. So don't be so selfish in life that you can't go through certain things or you get upset and ask, why did it have to happen to me? A lot of times in life, we sit here and we struggle with our ups and downs. We struggle with certain things that we're dealing with. Yeah, I've been there, done that. We all go through it. Even through what we're dealing with now in this time of a pandemic, we've had to deal with the same thing. And by the grace of God, we've all woke up with the same 24 hours in a day to be able to accomplish something. Now, what you choose to do with it is up to you. It's not nobody else's fault but your own. The person that you look at in the mirror every day and you ask yourself that question, what did I do with my 24 hours? What did I do with my life today? That's including me. Because even I've been a little slack. I've been slacking my little walk. Not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm allowing just the day to pass by because I got into my own feelings. I got into my own little funk. I got into my own little area of not being comfortable and not doing things the way I want to do it. But at the end of the day, people are expecting you to do certain things that you have reached out to them and you've given them encouragement or power or wisdom or some sort to be able to carry on through life. And believe it or not, people look for you to be the one to help carry the charge. In other words, you're a leader. You got that leadership role. And so what you went through and what you're going through is not all about you. It's about someone else that you may meet 15, 20 years down the road. Then you'll look back and say, man, that's what I went through that for. To help encourage someone else, help build someone else up, to give them the idea that I can be the one that people look up to. I can be the one to help get somebody and give them that breakthrough or help give them that breakthrough in life that where they was about to meet the finish line and give up. Throw in the towel right there at the last step. So I'm just here just for a few minutes just to talk to you. Just say, don't give up. encourage someone, be that light, understand your purpose, understand why you're doing what you're doing right now. Understanding why you going through that funk that you're going through in life sometime and that you want to give up, but understand that it wasn't about you and it wasn't about what you wanted to do. So just go through it, fight, maintain, stay strong, and help, and then understand your purpose. Understand why you're doing it. And then understand that the fact that you're going through it is to help someone else. Man, there's no better feeling in the world that when you go through something in life, that you deal with heartaches, that you deal with struggle, and you're able, by the grace of God, to come through it. You're able to make it. You're able to stand on the other side and say, I did that. God helped me get through this. And now other people can look at you and say, man, if he did it or she done it, I can do it too. You don't have to stop right there when you almost made it. And then you look back and wonder, why did I quit? Why was I lazy? Why was I so quick to give up? What was in me that could have made it to the other side? You know, I had a conversation earlier today, and we was talking about, successful people and what other successful people do or who they surround themselves with. And, on a regular level, I guess that's what you want to call it. You don't deal with certain struggles in life that I guess wealthy people deal with. Even with the situation that's going on in the world right now with racism and things of that nature. Some things you don't have to deal with because you're not on that level. And certain things on their level, and I'm talking about wealthy versus just average people, they don't deal with what we deal with on the average level. But as you go through those things that you deal with in life, sometimes you have to find the purpose and why you're doing it, why you don't want to be in that situation. And you have to get up, figure out what you want to do, how you're going to do it, and go out here and make an example. Go out here and make something happen. Don't just stand there and let the life that you've been given beat you up to the point where you want to quit, that you want to stop, that you just want to give up and throw in the towel and just say, I don't want to do this no more. We've been there. We've done that. And the results is the same results. You quit, you move on to something else, and then guess what? You start something else, you quit, move on to something else. It's the same repeating cycle, and you get nowhere. And you still putting yourself in a position where you're feeling like I can't accomplish anything because you're always stopping. You're always quitting. But at the end of the day, you haven't even realized that it wasn't about you, that you had to go through that. It's like even in your family structure and what you're trying to build and when you're trying to leave that legacy for your family. See, a lot of times you go through things, we may not grow up and accomplish all the wealth that we've dreamed of or we thought we could have. But it could be a door that you're opening for people that's looking up to your children, your cousins, your nieces, your nephews, your aunts and your uncles, your mother, your father, people like that. You don't know when your time is up here, but leave something positive behind so when they can look at it and look at your life and see the legacy and the example that you left here on this earth, they say, man, he went through a lot of things and he struggled, but he never quit or she never quit. And they kept going and they left this legacy and they left this platform for me to pick up and carry the torch or carry the banner and go on through life. And not only that, and when you do it, you're doing it for someone else that you may encounter down the road, that you may go and have contact with some person later on down the road that may need your word of encouragement, that may need your positive words, something that's going to help them get off the ledge, something that's going to help them be better, something that's going to create something great for their family. And then they'll come back years later and thank you and say, I appreciate what you've done for me. So my words to you today, my words of encouragement is to not quit. Don't stop. Keep going. Enjoy life. Embrace the moment. Embrace the life that you have. Love the life that you have. Go out and be a positive example for someone else. People are waiting on you. People are waiting on your words. People are waiting on your encouragement. People's waiting on your example to go out and stand down in front of everyone else and be the one that they need. You cannot stop. Be that example. Be that voice that they hear every time you go somewhere and they looking for that word of encouragement. They looking for that empowerment, that tool. And it's your voice that they hear. Or it's that voice that they remember. Don't never let your dreams go to the side. Don't stop. Yes, we all have difficulties in life. Yes, we all have times where we want to just stop. I understand. Sometimes we feel like we bit off more than we can chew. I understand. But you chose that. You said yes to your purpose. You said yes to your why. And that means you cannot stop. That means you cannot quit. That means you cannot give up. That means you have to keep going. That means you have to be that example. That means you have to be the one that everybody waiting on to hear that voice, because you leading the charge. You're the captain. And you got to lead this ship. And you got to put them in the right direction. And not only when you're doing it for someone else, you're doing it for yourself too. You helping leading yourself in the right direction. You help giving yourself a little bit more motivation to keep doing what you do. And you're understanding why you're doing what you do. But I just want to step in here for a few minutes and chat with you, just to let you know that whatever you're going through is not about you. So continue to do it and help someone else. Help polish their life and help get them in the direction that they need to go. Give them that word of encouragement. Acknowledge the people that love you. Acknowledge the people around you that's really looking up to you, even when you think they're not looking. Give them something to add on to their life, add value to their life. Be that positive example. This is your boy, Chris Miller. I just want to step in for a few minutes. I just want to chat with you. And we will be back with more videos. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe to this video. And The Bridge with the Millers will be back. And we love you. Peace.